Hi guys, you are welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's been a long time that I did a sit down video. Like I can't even remember. I think what I've been dropping for you guys since has been vlogs, cooking. But I haven't done a sit down video in the longest times. If you have been watching my vlogs, you'll notice that I've been speaking Igbo for my daughter. And to an extent I'm already used to it, that I just speak Igbo to my daughter unknowingly without even like intentionally doing so, and she's always like now picking up a lot of vocabularies in Igbo language. So far, when I go out with my daughter, we step out or anywhere we go to, and I'm talking with my daughter, like I'm talking with her in Igbo, and people are like, eh, so you're speaking Igbo for your daughter? That is so nice. Oh, that's so sweet. I'm so happy that you're speaking Igbo for your child. Like I've gotten like a lot of reactions from different people, be it at the salon, be it at the mall, anywhere. Like I'm talking to my daughter, like wow, and it always even makes them to like respond to her in Igbo and like want to chat up with her, like hi Kekime, like something like and it's really gladdens my heart that I'm getting those positive reactions. So the other day I was talking with I was going for, I can't remember where I was going to say. I was talking with my daughter, so I was telling her like, okay, come in. The Uber guy now saw that I was speaking to my daughter, and he now started conversing with me. You know something that sometimes it's not every time that you want to be chatty with your Uber guy. You might not be in the mood to like always have conversation, or if people are chatty, like those chatty ones. So the guy was now talking and like, oh wow, I'm so happy that he and and all those kind of things. And okay, since he was giving the vibes, I said like, okay, let's gist, since you want to gist. So we said gisting. I was now asking him like, okay, why is it that people don't speak Igbo? If like I've gotten like this so much reaction from different people, then why are they not speaking Igbo to like their child? And some of them, what they would tell me, the guy told me like, okay, personally, he was born in Kano and then grew up in Kaduna, but his father always made sure that they knew how to speak their language. They were always traveling to their hometown. Always, the father made sure like, okay, the children, he instilled that culture in them. He made sure that they knew how to speak their language, and they had interest in knowing where they are coming from and who their people are, knowing how to speak their languages and all that. But then he had an encounter with one lady who is also like an Igbo, and he was speaking Igbo to the child, and the woman just cautioned him and told him, see, stop speaking Igbo to my children. And he was shocked. So ever since that time, it made him like, whenever he sees children, whether he knows that they're from Igbo, he will never speak Igbo for them, because he feels like maybe the parents are not comfortable with them speaking the language or something like that. It's different when, okay, you can't speak the language, but like you admire it or something. That's like totally, but it's different. Like, okay, if you ask somebody, where are you from? You see someone that is born in Enugu, for example, or Anambra, or any of these Igbo speaking states. You're from Enugu, you're from Anambra, you're from Imo, or even Oka, you're born there, you grew up there, but you cannot speak your language. I don't know, for those kind of people, I always see it like you should be ashamed of yourself. I'm not trying to make it, but it doesn't make sense to me. Like you were in that community, that is where you grew up. You know how Igbo and Oka, there's not how you stay there, but then you now born and brought up and everything, I cannot speak Igbo. There's some backlashes that I've gotten. Okay, there was one that even happened to me. Like I was born and brought up in Enugu State before I went to school in Ukraine. So there's one particular event that happened to me. I was traveling to Abuja, and I went to a transport company. All this I don't want to call their names, sure. I was traveling, so I went to their park to like book a ride for the next day trip, telling her like, see what I've see. Oh, like I finished speaking Igbo for this woman. I finished narrating like my ordeal to the woman. So the woman just pointed a, what they call this thing, something that they pasted like no vernacular in Enugu State. It's not in abroad though. In Enugu State, I tell someone no vernacular or something. For a minute, I didn't know my reaction. I didn't know, like, wow. I found it so embarrassing. And Mumu Ishlio, let me tell you what I did. Mumu Ishli, because it was after I left the place, I was like, Chidebe, what were you thinking? And he re-narrated my ordeal to her again in English. I was not like, Chidebube, Mekwagi, like, are you, is this you? Not that I am a comrade of violence, but you know this kind of thing. I don't know what happened to me that even made me, like I said, that see this transport company, I will never use it again. Like never, like I'm done with them. But then it was so embarrassing. I was like, So someone just, she listened to me. Oh, like it's not like maybe I was talking and she cut me short. She listened to me, and I was done talking everything I was talking. She just told me, sorry, no, you don't use of vernacular. Hey God, that's it was like, hey God. And anybody I tell that story to will tell me, he did not caution them. I didn't even know what I was doing that day. I was just like, I don't know. I don't even know. I don't even know what explanation that I have. I don't even have any explanation at all. But then, yeah, I don't know. I find it really, really sad that someone is from Igbo, you know how to speak Igbo, but you don't like speaking. I'm not saying you should be speaking Igbo completely or something, but you know, there's a Gabiru you speak your language proudly, like anywhere you are, you own up, like this is who I am. Like whenever I go out to buy some, like for example, now when I did my NYSC, so I did my NYSC in Kebbi State. So when I went for my NYSC in camp, most of the campers, like 60% of them were Yorubas. 60. In fact, in our hostel, almost everybody there were Yoruba. Almost all of them. Like my bedmate was Yoruba. Her bunkie up was Yoruba. Like that line were just Yoruba. It was only my corner mate up that was Igbo, and the one down was from Warri. It was only two of them, but the other, like the rest, all of them were Yoruba. They'll be talking to you. Automatically, they'll just start speaking Yoruba for you. And you just say, I don't understand what you're saying. They own up their language. They own up where they are from. They're like, this is me. They are very proud. But in our own, if you're speaking Igbo, they're like, hey. Yeah, that's so ever. I even had one instance where someone was like telling me, see, one nigga, because I and my sister, we speak Igbo, like, that's even how we convert. That lady was now like, like, people, please, if you get to Nigeria, start speaking in English so they will know that you came from abroad. I'm like, abroad? Wait, which abroad? Ukraine is abroad. You people don't, I don't like, I don't want that for my child. That is why like initially it was difficult for me. Not that it was difficult, but it wasn't something that I and my husband, we speak mixed, we speak English. The mood determines, you speak English, you speak Igbo, so it determines on whichever, like, I don't know, look at the atmosphere. Those where they maybe when you annoy me, I'll just be like, please bros, stay in your lane, like, you know, this kind of thing. But it's I was not like very intentional, like I want to start speaking Igbo for my child. So that the first few months, not months, yeah, the first few weeks or first few months, it was difficult for me to speak Igbo for her, because in my head I was trying to figure out, okay, will she understand what I'm trying to say, or will she know what I'm trying or will she know what I'm trying to say? Will she understand what I'm trying to say? Until after some time, if any of my friends calls me and maybe we are talking on the phone and hears me talking to my daughter, the person will ask me, who were you talking to? Are you talking to an adult? Because that's the way, like, I converse with her, like, so that she will learn. That way she's adapting. Now, if I, like, for example, if I tell her, Mama, go out there your sandal, she knows where her sandal is. She will go and bring it for you. If I tell her, Mama, she knows. But I now find out that if I start to speak English for her, she doesn't really understand it that much. But that one is not my business. She'll learn it in school. So that's my belief. Like, she'll go to school, you learn it. When you get to school, with your classmates, with your colleagues, children tend to learn a little bit faster with their colleague. But if you miss that beginning stage where they have to learn their mother tongue and they don't learn it at that beginning stage, it becomes difficult for them to be able to understand or even speak the language. But now it's more convenient, or not even convenient. It's now something that I didn't imagine myself. It's just like, maybe or go with them phone. She'll go and send. Maybe in the next video, I'm going to do a video where like talking with my daughter, and we are just like I'm speaking Igbo to her and I'm sending her on errands in Igbo, and she's actually going for the errands in Igbo, and maybe that will be my next video. I also have a video where I spoke about speaking your language, but this video is just basically about the reactions that I've gotten. It's about the reaction I've gotten so far from different people because I'm speaking Igbo to my. Some of them are like, I wish I can speak Igbo. I love the way you speak Igbo to your child, and it's nice when you hear that. But I also want that to. I just want you to know that you can also do that as well for yourself. But that's going to be it for this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. So please like this video, okay? I'm just begging you, just like this video, and we're trying to get monetized on this street so that all our efforts will not be going in vain. It will not be like everyone I walk with it, everyone I won't really know good it, just be going like that. But anyway, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.